Okay, guys, so I wanted to do this real quick little talk, and I'm going to take a break doing the what if Midori was the spirit spider, and do a Dragon Ball what if. I'll either finish this what if, or I'll take a break on it again and go back to the what if Deku was the spirit spider. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to talk about in this video. Basically, this is kind of part 0. I'm going to explain it real quick of how Goku becomes this. Now, this what if is going to be what if Goku was the Avatar. Now, if you don't, the Avatar I'm talking about is the Avatar, the Last Airbender. So, this is how it's going to happen, because Airbenders and except Earth, Water, Fire, and Airbenders ain't in Dragon Ball. So how I explain this is, right when I'm going to Legend Korra, when the spirit died, the spirit of the avatars, the spirit animal, instead of him dying, he was transported into the Dragon Ball universe. And the next life of Aang was Goku. Since Korra's not dead, her spirit and connected to the past avatars. So, in this one, Goku's natural Earth, if there was a tribe of, say if the Earth bending and crap Avatar was in Dragon Ball, Goku would be a Airbender again, would be, because the cycle would reset. Yeah, reset. So, Goku's, basically, it's easy, his natural bending would be air. His hardest would be earth bending. So, Goku, the baby would be born. Now, since I could say how it would happen was, when they check his power level, basically, say Avatar doesn't know technology and stuff from Dragon Ball, just checking his power level would frighten the baby, because it's a newborn, and it would start to glow. His eyes would turn blue, and his power level would shot up to, I think it was let's say we're basing this off of Dragon Ball Z baby Goku with Dragon Ball Super. So his power level when he was born was 2 in this one, but when he, the age of, I think 3, it was 5. So instead of a power level of 2, it went up to, I'll say, a power level of 100, and then it's cracking the shouter, and then would go back to 0. And that's basically, I'm going to say for people that don't know Avatar, that the Avatar state is like a mechanism to protect young avatars. They would think it's a glitch somehow. They would explain it, though, checking power levels, he would still be a low-class Saiyan, but still, either it's a glitch or something's wrong with this baby. So, Goku, I'm gonna say nothing would really happen. At the age of 3, nothing would happen to Goku lands. Yeah, at the age of 3 when Goku lands. Now, Goku would hit his head. We're going to skip a little. Goku would hit his head and become, instead of Kakarot, Goku. I know he was the age of 10 when Dragon Ball started. So I'll say, because it's not really confirmed when Grandpa Gohan died, what age Goku was. So we'll go to the age of 3, when Goku, 2 years before he turns into a great big kills Gohan. We'll say at the age of 5. 4, the age of 6, 5, either one. At the age of 3, I'll say, or 4, it doesn't really matter. Goku, he would go into, while he's sleeping, go into his avatar state. Now, this would happen right when he has the head injury. Since he's asleep, he would go into his avatar state, and he would meet the older version of Aang. Aang would say, "Hello, young Avatar." And Goku would say, Avatar? Yes, you're the Avatar. You're supposed to bring balance to the world. And Goku would be like, Goku would only be able to see little clips of. Basically, he would have a little bit of visions, and while he's in his head injury, his eyes would glow. He would start to glow. Grandpa Gohan wouldn't really know what to do. Goku would. I would say for now, he only sees a little. He only would be able to do that to Aang. Not talk to him yet, but Aang would tell him about a little bit about the Avatar, of what the Avatar does, and since he would explain that his element should be air, and he'd say, "What's your nation, God?" And Goku would say, "Nation?" And when he's like, "Yeah," Goku would wake up. Goku would start to be, normal Goku. At the age of 5, or 5, 4, whatever, Goku knows some about Earth, I'll say, because Grandpa Gohan tells him about the planet. They would say Goku would go back into his Avatar state while he sleeps, and they would explain to him about the Avatar. Now, he would have his tail, and they wouldn't really know what that is. They would ask, "What is that? Why do you have a tail like a monkey?" And Goku's like, "I don't know. I was just born this way." And okay. Goku, Aang would train him a little bit. No, they wouldn't. They don't know where they are. And Goku, because Dragon Ball, I believe, started in Japan. The where they are, Goku is. So I would say Goku would just say, "We're in Japan," and Aang would say, "Is that like a new republic or something?" And Goku would say, "What's a republic?" So, but they would know this Avatar's a little special. Now, they would teach like I said, Avatar Aang's, since his element was Earth is he'll be able to master it fast. The hardest element for airbenders is Earth. It's the opposite. So, Aang would teach him a little bit the basics of airbending, I mean. They would also educate him a little bit about, people. It's somewhat like this, because they would teach him the basics of a male and a female. They would teach him more of surroundings, how to count. He's a little more smarter than Canon itself. But since it's not their world, they really can't help him to other stuff. But they would explain about stuff, the life of the Avatar. Goku could see their lives because it was showing that Aang could see the life, could physically meet the people of Korra and them. So he would know a little bit about their life. Now, we'll skip to when Goku turns into a great ape. That night, the second time Goku would turn into a great ape, Goku would, when he's transforming, he's about to kill Grandpa Gohan. And this is when Grandpa Gohan was about to kill Goku, but he just couldn't. Now, I would say that he would try to damage Goku, but not kill him. And when he would damage Goku, Goku's Avatar state would activate and actually stop himself from hurting people. But it's like a mechanism to help himself, but it would also stop himself from killing Grandpa Gohan. And they would force, basically, his elemental power would turn him back to normal. Just something to turn it back to normal. And Grandpa Gohan would tell him not to go out at night at a full moon. During the time up to where he's the age of 10. During that time, Goku has learned the elemental power. He's not a master, but he has mastered airbending, the power of air. Now, And this one, since Ki's a different thing, Goku has not mastered Ki. But airbend, that stuff is different. Now, I'm going to say this now. When Goku has kids, since people that are non-airbenders or elemental can still have children that are elemental. So, what element should I... Because, I believe the Avatar, even though it's like a earth airbender, it could have a child that's a firebender. If it ain't, I'll just bend the rules a little bit and say it is, since this is a new world. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say now, what element should Gohan and Goten have? They're going to have one. Fire, earth, water, or air. Goku would have basically mastered the airbending. He would learn how Aang does. He basically rides the air. Like an air scooter. He would learn more of the abilities of airbending. He would master that. He would know the basics of fire bending, water bending, and earth bending. Just the basics. He would have more training with fire and the fire and water bending. The hardest is earth bending. So I would say that he has more training with water and fire bending. Earth is hard for him. But I'll say he learned the basics of basically sensing. He learned the basics of earth. He would learn the basics of earth bending. He learned how to sense people with the reflection of your heartbeat and how you walk, basically. So he learned the basics of earth bending a little bit. I would say that he would master fire and water bending. The only hardest, someone has training of earth bending. He's struggling though. Now this Goku would be somewhat smarter because he has Gohan around him. He would basically be smart around the Avatar world, but basically he would be smarter than his kid version of his counterpart. He knows how to basically. I'm gonna say for this, since in the Avatar state, he's learning to train. Since in his world there ain't no basically waterbenders and elemental people. Now I would say for plot, Aang knows, because it's not really confirmed if he knows this. I'm gonna say that Aang in this one knows blood bending and healing with water, and I'm gonna say they teach that to Goku. Goku would know how to blood bend, and he would, since this is his personality, and this one his personality would be different. He would still fight people, kind of like Aang. Now his personality is he doesn't want to fight. Basically fight. Like Vegeta, how Goku and Vegeta fought, he doesn't want to kill them. But he wouldn't want to fight, but if he has to, he will. Now, he knows blood bending and fire, earth, water healing. I think it's healing. He would also know, lava bending and metal bending, I believe. He would know the basics. He would basically be a pro at everything but earth bending. I'm saying, he mastered it, but he's still training. So when he's asleep, he's actually will get stronger. Since in your sleep, you're training. So this Goku would be stronger. I would say, I'll give him, instead of a power level of 10, a power level of 25. 25, yeah. I'm just gonna go for the short parts. So Goku would go meet Bulma. They would go since Goku knows how to fly in this, and he wouldn't destroy her vehicle and stuff. They would, instead of meeting that, I think it's the dragon. Now Goku would go with her, and he wouldn't really the car's about to hit him, he wouldn't break it, but he would use airbending and hold it, earthbending. He would basically, airbending. He would stop it, and he would push it back a little bit, and she would try to shoot him, and he would turn to his avatar state, and basically break the gun, her gun, and turn back to normal. They did not encounter that dragon that was kidnapping Bulma. And I'm gonna say, since she has her capsules, more of her capsules, instead of going to the Force, I'm gonna say, since Goku can help her with airbending, they would go instantly. They would. I'm gonna say, for plot, Yamcha later on will still go to Roshi just so he can learn how to fight. But Goku and Bulma would go to Roshi's and train with him. And this time, I'm not gonna say it, but like, she would do what she needs to do to get the Dragon Ball from Roshi. Goku would save the turtle. Instead of picking him up, he would basically use water bending and just float him to shore. Now, they don't know what this is, because this ain't a thing in Dragon Ball, so they're confused, but they're probably thinking it's something to do with his ki. Goku would train. I'm gonna say train a little bit. He would get the basics in this one, since Goku is he's stronger than in canon. I'm gonna say, with airbending crap, he's strong. We're going to go where they go and meet Emperor Pilaf. When they're around like the forest, instead of that, sorry. Wait a minute, I gotta check this. God. Okay. Goku would learn the basics, basically. Like I said, Goku would go with Bulma to get the rest of the Dragon Balls. Instead of him pretending to be he would still pretend to be a girl, this Goku. But when I forgot who it was, Pilaf. When Pilaf, Goku would, when he gets the chance, he would fight the, Pilaf. Now, Goku still has the ability to basically use air and transform himself. Basically, he can let other people take control of his body, and it would transform what he looks like. Basically, how Aang in canon was able to speak to Korra, and when Aang turned into Avatar Roku, the Fire Lord, the Firebender, basically like that, he would turn into Avatar Kyoshi, and basically would hit the ground, airbend, and would basically trap Pilaf, and Pilaf would apologize and leave. I'm going to skip because everything would be easier. We'll go to where easy for Goku. We'll go to where Goku is. Instead of going to get Grandpa Goen's still alive. Instead of going to get Roshi to get the air fan, Goku would need it. He would use, now if I'm correct, it's fire. He would use airbending and firebending. He would basically control the flames, which he would use waterbending on that. He would use air and water bending separately, and basically save Pilaf's Chi-Chi's father. Let's just say that. And Chi-Chi's father would be rich in this one, because I don't think that house, he's a king and she's a princess, so the house went to be destroyed. Goku would go after that to train with Roshi. And I'm gonna say for plot, Roshi would still, they would train, since Goku's a lot stronger, because each time he sleeps, he's just getting stronger, because in his mind, he can sleep, and he gets Zenkais. So, I'm gonna say for this, when he fights Roshi, Goku's power level right now is 50, from training in his sleep, because, like, in your sleep, he's in the avatar state, and he can train with the other avatars. So, basically, Goku's training while he's sleeping. And he can still get Zenkais that way. His connection to the avatar state now. He still has his tail, and that they just think it's, I guess it's something with this reality. Goku would learn the Kamehameha. Okay, this is how it is. Roshi and him would fight. Yeah, Roshi and him would fight, train, basically, spar. Roshi would buff up, because, like, this Goku's really, not strong, but I'll say his power level is 40. They would fight, and Goku would try using, he wouldn't hurt Roshi, but he would use bloodbending, just to paralyze him. Basically, kind of like, Chaozu's telekinesis, paralyze him. Then Goku would back up and use some airbending. Waterbending. He would use waterbending because sweat, he could use his sweat to basically make waterbending. Now he can make ice out of the water. So he would freeze Roshi, and Roshi would, his hands would be, he would have to, his hands are frozen together. He would use the Kamehameha to break free. Basically just, the energy would break it. And that's how Goku would copy that with a elemental Kamehameha. He would use, when he uses the Kamehameha, he would use his waterbending. He would use not airbending. Gosh, sorry. He would use, let me think. Firebending. And it would hurt, it would burn Roshi a little bit, and Roshi would quit that session. And I'm gonna say, well, pretty much he would easily get the Dragon Balls and crap. I'm going to stop it here because this is part 0, but when we continue, we'll go to the 20. Now, I'm going to say the 22nd, I believe, the 22nd tournament. It's where Jackie Chan fights Goku. Now, this Jackie Chan's stronger, because I would say during that time, Goku has gotten stronger. And I believe, give me just a second, guys. Let me check this real quick. Okay, I got time. Jackie Chan, I believe his name. Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan. Just a second, guys. I'm sorry. Now, Goku in this already knows that he can lose. Because at a young age, even though with his Saiyan genetics, the avatars are stronger, his past lives. So he would learn that not all battles can be win. So, Goku, I'm going to say Jackie Chan at this. Let me look real quick. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, Goku's full power when he fought Raditz was 416. So, for plot, I'm going to boost it down. Now, Jackie Chan would have a power level 200. And Goku would have a power level of 150? 60, I'll say. But that's the thing, though. In Goku's power, he can use the elemental powers, so he has a buff. So Goku and Jackie Chan would fight. Goku would be somewhat losing, because 150 and 200. Goku would start to, because he does have sweat from sweating, and he knows how to summon fire bending and lightning bending. Goku would basically lose he could fly, not with his ki, but with air bending. He would fly, and he would use earth bending to basically come out of the ground, hold Jackie Chan in place. Jackie Chan would struggle. He would have to buff up. No, he can't. I don't think he can buff up against Goku, because Goku would find out. He would basically be stuck trying to break out. He would eventually break out when Goku uses water bending to basically... Now, in this, I forgot. I'm going to say this now. He would use water bending, and it would basically freeze Jackie Chan. Now, Jackie Chan is stuck, because he can't move. He can't summon the Kamehameha to break free. So, Goku would also use air bending and just use the air to flow him out. I'm just going to say, after that, Goku easily wins the 22nd, I believe, tournament, when he fights Jackie Chan. Now, part 1, we're going to be doing the Goku versus Piccolo fight. Now I'm going to say this before I go. And this one, since Dragon Balls can revive people, and Goku in this, since there is Otherworld and not, his spirit would be inside of the spirit of the avatars, but he would still go to the Otherworld, because it's complicated because of the spirit world in Dragon Ball. But Goku, if he was revived, he would still be I think it's like the 10th, the avatar under Korra. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this: if he was to die, he would not be reincarnated, because, like he said, she can decide to stay in Otherworld or be reincarnated, and he wouldn't need King Yama's permission, because he would be reincarnated into a new avatar. So I'm gonna stop this here. When we continue, Goku would have to fight Piccolo. See you guys.